Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are.
Mhm. Hi everybody, hello there again here today with the beautiful romance for speak, and we have one on the internet if she come by us together for speak today. The speak healing from God true. That is divine healing from God, divine voice from God. Mhm. Here is Barbara.
Okay.
Barbara for starter.
I will start. Okay.
Mhm.
So I have a testimony for everybody today, and it's all about, of course, Dr. G, my friend Gordana. So first and foremost, I want to begin by speaking about Dr. Gordana truly is and what it is that she does. And I have to read from a script because I don't remember everything I say, so I put it on paper. Dr. Gordana is, in my experience, a faith-based healer, a messenger of divine restoration, an instrument of God's mercy. What she does is not rooted in trends or rituals. She does not practice Reiki. She does not engage in fortune telling, and what she does is absolutely not witchcraft. She's not a gypsy. People spend a lot of time and money on gypsies and get nowhere. You have to understand what I am trying to tell you, because most people do not understand what Gordana does. What she operates through, and I say this confidently, is her faith in Jesus Christ and the divine energy of God. She believes she has been called to serve, and she carries herself with this conviction of someone who has a sacred and close relationship with God, the Creator. When I first met Gordana, I honestly did not fully understand her gift. I came into her life during a time when she needed support in practical matters, and I was able to help her with administrative and organizational tasks. Over time, however, I began to witness something far greater than business or logic. Now, I've known Gordana for 8 years now. She comes from a country called Macedonia. She has been doing this for over 46 years, I believe, Gordana. You've been practicing all this for 46 years?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to get that out there.
50 years. So now it's 50 years.
Oh, 50 years.
50 years.
Okay, very good. So, to get back to what I'm trying to tell people so that they can fully understand what she is all about. I saw her pray with people. I saw her speak life into people. I saw her identify emotional, I get choked up, and physical struggles without being told. She understands all these things. I'm sorry, I'm crying.
It's okay.
It's struggle.
This crying is good for the healing.
I understand
Yes.
what people are going through and the sickness that is in our country and the world. So I saw her identify emotional and physical struggles without being told. And I saw transformation. Since knowing her, I have personally witnessed her help countless individuals, people battling physical pain, emotional trauma, broken relationships, and spiritual confusion. What stands out most is her consistency. She has never wavered in her faith. She has never manipulated or deceived anyone. What she says comes true from a place of conviction. Sorry.
It's okay.
Her intuition is unlike anything I have encountered. It is not casual guessing. It is not vague language. It is direct, specific, and often uncomfortable. And I know that for a fact. I've been uncomfortable. And she's very accurate in what she tells you. There have been times when she has warned me about situations before they unfolded. She has presented choices, not control, but choices. She will say, if you continue down this path, this may be the result. If you choose differently, this may be the outcome. This is not fear, this is guidance. And many times, even when I did not initially agree with her perspective, events unfolded exactly as she has explained. That to me is what divine discernment looks like. We are living in a time where confusion feels louder than truth. Oh, amen. There is spiritual unrest in the world. There is deception, distraction, and division. In seasons like this, discernment becomes critical. Dr. Gordana stands firm in her belief that healing comes through God and only through God. He also has messengers. Gordana is a messenger. We have saints that are messengers. We have to listen to those messengers and know that they are truth. So it's not ego, it's not personal power, it's not performance, but through surrender and obedience to divine instruction. I am not here to exaggerate, I am here to testify what I have seen with my own eyes. I have seen restoration, I have seen clarity brought to chaos. I have seen people regain hope when they had none. And whether someone chooses to believe or not, I can only speak on what I know to be true in my own life. Dr. Gordana, my friend, serves with faith. She speaks with conviction, and she acts with what she believes is divine direction. That is my testimony. I just want to come across saying, if you're not a believer, nothing good happens. You have to believe in God, Jesus, and all that is within him.
Barbara, I would like to say that was beautiful.
I cried through the whole thing.
No, I do.
That is good too.
Yes, because you
Everything is
are
process
strong-
van healing, process van emotion.
Emotion.
Yeah,
Lots.
everybody has emotion. I have too.
Mhm.
Nothing is wrong. Everything is good.
Yeah.
And you want to speak?
No, I just wanted to say it was beautiful. That was a really nice
Yeah.
testimony. Knowing that I know you personally, and I know like your demeanor, you mean well all the time. And no, y'all do not agree on a lot of things, but it's still like your individual journey. You still have to figure it out. You still have to go and understand that she has a gift, and that God is really there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's everybody's journey, I think, for sure.
And it's every day.
Everybody's personal journey.
We're tasked with
Mhm.
something. Whether it's family or friends or what's going on in the world, it's not easy. It's just not easy, but we have to have patience, as
No,
Donna would
it's-
say.
Is everything easy? Only you need that you want. In the world, always is good, great. Need that you want what you started, but you want that you be, but you want that you have. Need believe in yourself and believe that you have. And pray for God. Say, God, help me. He always help. I gave you everything in moment what need. God is one big gift for people. And sometimes God, if you not do good, God take everything from you. And God punish. People say, no, God
I've
no
seen that
punish.
happen. Oh,
And
I've seen
God
that
punish
happen.
everybody.
Yeah.
But God is in by the hands for them, everybody. And He know everything before that they say something. If I say something before, He know what can I say for people. He know and always say, now is too much. Or now, because I speak what? I speak true. I speak directly. I am strong. Why? Because I want result. You is know I talk with you. Always I say, Barbara, do this. Oh, I not want now. Oh, I not want this too.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah, you fight.
I fight back.
I'm always is this on God. Belief and patient. That is really in the life. I want results for everybody here.
Well, my results, I want them faster than they come, and that's a problem.
Yeah, there's
Because
problem.
my
Always have,
my
how was
patience isn't
how
there.
was Jesus? Jesus, people beat him, and he was patient. He always say, God, Father, forgave for everybody. And I'm say same. People make no good with me, and all I'm say, God, forgave for everybody.
Right.
It's good if you say that God forgave for everybody. Cross here. I have 3 cross in my door. Everybody now. And the show again. I will show now again. Dorian can. Ah, I'm sorry. They have one on the computer. And hello.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi, beautiful. How are
How are
you?
you, beautiful ladies, today?
Very great. How are you?
Beautiful testimony, Barbara.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
As I cried through the whole thing.
What is
It's okay. Tears are great. Tears are good.
hmm
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Okay. Ready for your speak the truth?
So, you what?
Speak for the truth. Only the speak the truth. And the reality.
Can you introduce yourself
Uh,
first?
You said
she's
introduce myself. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So, hello, everyone. I am Nicole, and I've been seeing Dr. Gordana since September, October, about since the fall of 2025. And it's been a very enlightening experience. Um, when I first came to her, I didn't come to her and tell her about any reasons why I was coming to her, because I do believe that God provides us with gifts for His people. So I wanted her to utilize her gift that God provided to her. And in that experience, there were several things that she identified about me that I had not disclosed to her, that she would not have known unless God revealed that to her. One of the things that she mentioned first and foremost was anxiety. So she talked a lot about how I had been anxious, very anxious. I worry a lot, she said, would tell me, and that I had been that way for quite some time, which she was very accurate in her reading, because that was something that I had dealt with since childhood. And spending time with her and being in her presence and just experiencing some of her spiritual healings, it had allowed me to be released and relieved and get remedy from the anxiety. Just feel lighter, less worry, more faithful, more belief, stronger, spiritually, mentally, and physically. So that was my first experience with her. And then we moved into some things that I was concerned about in regards to my health, hormonal things for quite some time, and went and seeked Western doctors' opinions in regards to what may have been occurring in my body. And they would all tell me, oh, nothing's wrong. You're fine. You don't have any type of infection. Everything's good. And when I came to Dr. Gordana, she immediately identified exactly what I had been going to the doctors in regards to and not getting any answers. She used her spiritual healing to actually focus in on the area that was imbalanced. And we were able to see results quite early on in our connection. I would say within the first 6 weeks, we noticed a difference in regards to the diagnosis that she provided. So it's been quite an experience. It's I can't say that it's not believable, because again, as Barbara mentioned, and Kiara mentioned, the first thing that it starts with is you believing. And faith and fear can't live in the same space. And a lot of times we have so much faith in these pharmaceuticals and Western medicine that we forget that God has provided our bodies everything that it needs from the earth, from the land. Everything that we need is here for us to heal. And it takes you to believe and understand where you come from in order to believe that you can truly get healing outside of what's conventional.
very good testimony.
For sure.
Very good.
For sure.
Western
Um,
medicine. Very good. She gave you all the details that you needed for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you explain it to your husband too? You met your husband too.
Yes, yeah. So my husband actually came on his own. I didn't even know the day that he was going to visit. My husband has been diagnosed with being a paraplegic for about 10 years, and classified as a T9. A T10, excuse me. So basically, what that means is he shouldn't be able to have any movement below his breast line. When he came to Gordana, he actually came to Gordana because of using catheters. So he straight cast due to his disability that he was diagnosed with. And sometimes it can cause urinary tract infections. So he actually came to Gordana in regards to the urinary tract infections. And Gordana looked at him and said, "What are you, stupid in the brain? You come here for infection? For infection? You can't walk. Your legs don't work." And she's really a godsend because my husband and I actually had talked about him putting the efforts into to challenge what the doctors had diagnosed him with. And although we talked about it, I still believe that a little bit of fear lived in that space. And when we actually came to see Gordana and he understood his body more and he understood how the brain is connected to the nervous system and how he had to remind his brain what his legs were supposed to do, we were actually able to see a lot of progress in regards to him standing on his own, his posture, things that typically Western medicine would say that a T10 wouldn't actually be able to do. Um, he was actually utilizing the walker to take steps. He was building muscle in his leg to allow himself to gain strength again, and build that muscle memory. So, in addition to that, we had him for a period of time. He would actually was trying to come off of the medicines that they were giving him because the medicines were actually killing his nervous system. They were killing his body. He really couldn't speak to his body from his brain because the medicines that he was taking was kind of blocking that from happening. And he was extremely concerned about coming off of the medicine and the withdrawal process that would come with not taking those narcotics and things that he had been on for almost a decade. And with Gordana's assistance, with her spiritual healings and her guidance and her support, and her involvement with and God leading her, he was able to successfully discontinue taking the medicines that he had been on for 10 years, and only suffered one day of actually going through withdrawal. And it was very interesting because we actually had reached out to individuals who had rehabilitated themselves from using drugs recreationally and asked them, to give us advice on what is the withdrawal process going to look like? How can he prepare himself? And thank God he didn't endure the battle that a lot of people endure when they come off of those narcotics. There was only one day where he really felt like, as he would say, he felt like his heart was coming out of his chest and he was sweating and, just not himself. He could feel that he wasn't himself. And it was just one day of that. And after we crossed that hurdle, the pain went away. The infections went away. We started to use the cranberry and tea. Started to use some of the tonics that Gordana makes. And he was able really to begin healing his body from the inside out.
Wow, what a story. That's amazing.
Can you tell for people that understand for morphine? He took morphine too. How many times in the days he have morphine?
So he was taking morphine, a high dose of morphine about 4 times a day. And he was taking a oxycodone about 6 pills a day. And
For
about
one,
4 nerve medicine pills that basically relaxed his nervous system and his bladder. He was taking a lot of that as well.
Was he addicted to the what was it again? Oxycodone?
So the oxycodone. So my husband is actually an athlete. He's never done drugs, never did drugs recreationally, barely consumed alcohol. So this was actually the first time that he had ever received any type of drugs. So I want to say that he was taking them as prescribed. Um, some behaviors that he had from the side effects of the medicine we would discuss, and he didn't like it. So he began to reduce his dosage even before we met Gordana. So we were already on that path. Ideally, though, psychologically, I would say he was addicted, right? Because he believed that his body was in constant pain, which is what he was told, that he would always be in pain. The pain wouldn't, he would never live without pain, is what he was told, and that he needed to take these medicines in order to have that pain subside. And for many years, I honestly believed that he really thought that he was in pain because again, your brain, right? If I'm telling you something and you start to believe it and you start saying it and you start practicing the things that support that theory, then what happens? Your body begins to believe that it also needs those things. So I do, in a way, believe that his body was addicted to it because he felt like he was always in pain. Once we reduced it, though, he was on 6 at first. I'm sorry, he was on 8. Then he went to 6. Then he went to 4. Then we were down to about like 2 every other day. Then 1 every other day. So we actually weaned him off, which also probably played a part in when he completely went cold turkey once we met Gordana, because we had already been practicing him actually being weaned off of them. But it's not hard to get addicted to it. You know, addiction doesn't necessarily look like the same for everyone, right? Like some people are addicted and don't even realize they're addicted because they're convinced that they're in a state that they're not truly in. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Can you explain? And he took marijuana and 2 times said he stopped and met marijuana too. And he was great. He was too skinny. And after the 10 pounds come off.
Yes. So he once we were transitioning from the narcotics, he was actually using cannabis to help wean himself off of the narcotic. And one of the things that was very prevalent to the journey of him healing and trying to and healing his body from the inside out was smoking the cannabis. And if you're familiar with how oxygen flows through your legs, him being paraplegic and needing to build that muscle, it was really important for him to utilize all of his air and his breaths in his lungs to the fullest capacity as possible. And I remember one day we actually visited Gordana, and he hadn't consumed cannabis for quite some time after meeting her, because he wanted to fully commit to what she was committed to as well on this mission. And he went and he consumed some cannabis, and he came to Gordana, and she's reading his legs and his energy, and she said, "You smoked," and she could feel it in his legs. So in that moment, he knew, like, I can't do this because I need my legs and I need the air to be able to flow appropriately so that I can utilize my legs the way I need to utilize them and bring back the muscle memory in them. And by the way, when this stuff, you could actually see the difference in his face. I know, Barbara, you were asking about addiction. Although he wasn't addicted to it in a recreational way, you could definitely see how the pills were like killing his spiritual look, his glow, right? Like once he had that stuff out of his system, you can completely see the difference in his face. He was alive. You could tell that he was actually alive.
The reason why I asked that is because my husband was on that narcotic, and it took him a while to quit. And he was not a drug person either, but that narcotic lasted a while in his body.
Yeah.
That it took him a while to kick it out. So, and he did it alone. So I get very upset when I hear about these drugs that are being given to people when we have all kinds of beautiful perks natural healing remedies from Gordana. And it just breaks my heart because people continuously go to Western medicine without even trying something different. And you guys have tried very much a whole different path. It's a great story. What would
Yeah,
be
we're
your,
not really fans of Western medicine doctors.
yes,
We don't take medicine. Outside of him taking the medicines from his injury, I believe my body will do what God has intended for it to do, and it'll heal itself. I'm a firm believer in that.
right? What's your advice to people who are sick, who have various types of problems, and need to see a person like Gordana? What is your advice for them? Because I'm sure there's people watching us at this point, listening to your testimony, listening to what I had to say, and it's very moving. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You're there. You're going through it. I went through it. Kiera went through it. We have Dorian back here, who's the IT guy, who's very important to Gordana. He's gone through it. We've all had a taste of God energy. What is your advice for people?
You really just closed it out with it, right? Like we've all had an experience that was godly, right? I'm not going to say it was paranormal or weird or strange or questionable. I'm going to say it was godly, and the reason why I'm going to say that is because as I started off when we first started talking, we all possess gifts from God. It's up to us to believe and to tap into them and to see, not with our eyes, but what we can't see, right? Believing in the unknown, having faith and letting faith exist in a space that fear cannot infiltrate, right? Those two things can't exist in the same space. And if you're sick and you're ill, you're in a fearful space. And that's expected, right? Like you're going to people who really don't have a mission to heal you. They don't even they don't even suggest that, right? That's not even in their mission statements. You'll never see them say where our mission is to heal you. No, their mission is to make you comfortable as they can make you while you're suffering, right? So in the words of our president Donald Trump, what do you got to lose? Like honestly, what do you have to lose if you're going to somebody that's not willing to actually heal and cure you? They're just making you comfortable while you continue to deteriorate. What do you have to lose? Believing in yourself first, believing in the God in you, believing in the powers of the Most High, believing in the unseen. What do you have to lose by trying something that you've never tried before?
I
Because
like
we
this.
all know when you try the same thing over and over again and you get the same results, that's considered insanity. So, as Gordana would say, you have a choice. We always have choice. It's never chance, it's always choice. What choice are you going to make for yourself? What choice are you going to make for yourself and stop allowing others, man, to make choice for you?
Very, very true. Very true. Very good word. I
I
love it.
want, I'm sorry, I want to ask you, can you explain? We was together in hospital for physiotherapy and we see how treat people there and how I'm treat people here in Vincent. Vincent going physiotherapy there. People talk only for the future, and not talk how people how he feels, how is progress for what, or progress for healing. Nobody say this. I hear by me. You see the progress every day. Me stand up, me walk, because I'm 1 year old, and I want for 1 week that he started walk, when he was too lazy. He was too lazy.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say I wouldn't say that it was really laziness. There's some external factors that played um, a part in the journey. Um, it doesn't mean that the journey is over. It just means that there's another battle to cross while you're facing that journey or while you're on that journey. But to reiterate the message about the PT, so my husband actually does a lot of community work with spinal cord injury victims as well as the physical therapists, the students that are currently in the universities in the Philadelphia area, becoming physical therapists. And he spends a great deal of time with them in regards to life living in a wheelchair, to Gordana's point. So a lot of times in these seminars and these sessions and these educational courses, with these professionals and with these patients, they focus a lot of energy on the chair. How did you navigate in your home with the chair? How was it with you mentally with the chair? How do you what are some of the best practices of you being wheelchair bound? They don't really focus on, as she mentioned, the result of walking, because that's not what they believe, right? They have diagnosed these individuals with things and said that these are your limitations. And honestly, it all comes from the brain. If you believe it, then you succumb to it. If you don't, then you overcome it. And I think when you surround yourself with individuals who are like minded and can support you in that way, right? Because as I mentioned, me and my husband had already talked about this journey, and before we had met Gordana, and once we met her, it was kind of like we had somebody that could really hold us by the hand and walk us through this door that we were trying to cross. Whereas the facility that he does the community service with, they're not really focused on walking, because to them, we told you that it's over for you. Like you'll never walk. And once we were in the space of Gordana, it helped to really push the envelope a little more, because we were getting results that we weren't getting from the actual rehabilitation center. And it's ironic because the individual, the PT that he does work with, was actually able to see the improvement is of his mobility after we started visiting Gordana. And he said, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, you should keep doing it, because things is different. You should be walking with a walker soon. So, and this is somebody that had been with him since the beginning of his injury. And mind you, he's come a long way from where he was day one to where he is 10 years later, in this journey. But this individual was able to actually compare where he had started from day one to where he was after we had begun to engage with Gordana, and he was able to see the difference. Didn't know what was going on because we didn't share with him directly at first what he was doing. But again, this is someone that has gone through the education system of Western medicine, and he was able to confirm that the mobility had changed once we were actually working with Gordana.
But see, the was there in the physiotherapy in the hospital. We spoke a lot to the people there. Since he's 5 years in the chair, since 7 years, 10 years, 9 years. And I spoke with everybody. Nobody believed that can walk, because doctor tell everybody never can walk. Send for
Yeah.
Vincent. Doctor tell that Vincent never can walk. Vincent started walk and start self keeping the chair, using the doctor, start I don't know what is
Background. There's a background noise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
he started here moving the leg for 1 2 weeks, start a stand up self, start a walk self in the walker. I push people here that walk. I'm not tell that never can walk or never can stand up on the chair. Chair is no important. I was met in the hospital because the people tell, oh, doctor neurolog or physiotherapist, oh, Vincent, how walk the chair? Oh, how is wheelchair? You're coming here for wheelchair, not for wheelchair. You come for self. Ask him how he feel, how his legs, how his brain, how can walk. The need for people, no wheelchair. Wheelchair no walk. You need walk. And that is difference. And people tell I'm weak. I'm not weak. And I'm strong because I want results. You see and Vincent C. I push people we no walk here that start a walk.
To
Not
alliterate
talk, start a talk.
what people think I'm a witch.
Yeah, and which. Yeah.
People think you a witch.
Yeah. I'm like, so yeah,
I'm gonna make magic here.
or she
I
gonna
want
do
my
it.
dad and I want to reward people that is healthier.
I agree.
What do you think?
What you gonna
Well, I
say?
don't think you a witch. So
I feel like, I
if they
like,
think you a witch, what they think about these doctors?
that's what I'm saying. And like, she's only giving you accurate information, and you can believe her, or you don't have to believe her, but she's telling you, she's scanning you, and she's telling you exactly what the problem is, and she can help you with it. So why not just take the chance to be like, all right, let me just see what she's talking about. But everybody is scared because she talks about God. Okay, like, aren't we supposed to believe in a higher power? Right? And I know that it's like, I guess it's a tricky thing because people do be, doing evil things, and we don't want to get wrapped up into that, especially if you haven't experienced it. I mean, I had to question myself when I first got here. I'm like, God, I had to ask myself, I'm like, God, please, is
If
this
it's reality,
is this
faith.
real? Is this real? For real. And I had to witness miracles happen, and I kept witnessing miracles happen. If people accept what she says, it works. It just works out. But that's the hardest part. People don't want to accept, and they just be like, "I'm gonna figure it out." She might be right, but she might be wrong too. You know, I've been doing a lot of missions with her,
Well, just like
and most of the time I was wrong. But that is beside the point. I wanted to be
You was
like,
Oh my God, she
I
tells
said
us
most
so.
of the time. Now, I still felt like, you know what, there's still a possibility she's wrong, but I had to accept what my journey was and accept what she was saying. And the moment I started accepting, the moment I started seeing more change. And change, I didn't think it was going to happen. I'm like, especially when it comes to all my trauma that I've been through, all the drama I still go through, it's the fact that she just be like, if you stay calm and patient and pray, it'll work out. And soon in that mission though, it's not working out, I'm getting mad. Like, no, it's not working.
because you want it now.
No, right. And that's not me. She was like, but that's because it's not working because you're not accepting. So I'm like, okay, I give up. I get to the point that I just be like, I'm done. I'm gonna accept at this point. I have nothing else to do. And the moment I accept, everything starts to change.
Because God say always, everything that come today, bad of good is for God. Give only in love, forgiveness, and everything be great. Everything be good in the life. Active and patient.
Mhm. It's funny because we all believe differently. Orthodox, Catholic, Christian, we're all different, but we all have similar
They're not
beliefs.
a difference, they're one.
We're one, but we all have we all believe in the saints. Many of us pray to saints because they've gone through trials and tribulations in their lives and they perform miracles. I'm going to put Gordana in that category because, as far as I'm concerned, miracles are coming from her because I feel it, Kira feels it, you feel it. Your words were magnificent. You really touched a lot. And when you believe, miracles happen. It's when you're fearful, nothing happens. And we've all gone through fear at some point, sometime, whatever. But fear is a big problem for many of us. And a lot of people won't won't give up their doctors. They won't give up that Western medicine. And they're sick and they keep getting sicker. There's alternatives and they refuse to look at alternatives. What are you afraid of? Like you said, what do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. Just try. Because people like her, they're not many. They're not many out there.
Sure.
So we tried hard to bring people to her so that they can get off their medications, so they could start feeling better. I don't know what else I could
But that
say.
is the what I'm told. Then say Kira of people, witch,
Witch.
one witch of
You're
gypsy.
not a witch. You're
No,
not a
I'm no
gypsy.
witch. I'm no gypsy. I'm work for God, and every miracle what come from God, not for me. I'm here only for speak and tell you the truth and help you. Who want that be helped? I'm here for everybody. If no want, everybody need make choice, have chance. Only need make choice. You won't be better or be suffer or be sick. And I tell every time what we have the show, why you not try? Save your child or save yourself. Be good. You see, you speak now here. 10 years Vincent suffer. Why? Because listen, doctor, what say? He never can walk. And he is in the press, put in the brain, never can walk. And now he start to walk, he start stand up. That is by people or laying in the brain. I have a patient here, but doctor say she that no eat food, that no eat meat, that no eat vegetable, fruits. She suffered 25 years. That no eat nothing. How can doctor say for people that no eat fruits, meat, or vegetable? What's life?
I don't know.
And
That's
now
crazy.
she is here 5 weeks. She is 10 pounds up. She was 85 pounds. 85 pounds.
Right.
Now she's 95 pounds. 10 pounds is more
Well, you know, a
now.
lot of people.
She ate everything. She drink everything, and she's great.
You know, a lot of people do have allergies, though. So what do you say about that?
Yeah, for allergy, have can be healer too.
So
If
you can
for-
heal people from allergies.
No me, God.
God can heal
I
people.
no heal nobody.
Okay.
Everybody
Correction. God
that
can heal
understand.
people.
You're the
I know
messenger.
heal. God is healer. God is voice. I'm here only talk with you. And God heal for every kind and problem.
Any
So
problem. Like,
Yes, any kind of
because
problem.
because a lot of people are allergic to like shellfish, say for once. If their throat is closing at this moment, you can use.
Yeah, but need time for heal. I no start stop. Didn't work. Need
You have to
continue
continue
energy
your
to be
healing.
healed.
continue. Once you start, you have to continue until you
Yes.
get to the point that you don't need that help anymore. You just come for maintenance, like anything else. Everything is maintenance. But I'm going to. Oh, Nicole went away. Okay, Nicole, thank
Yeah,
you.
she left.
I'm still here. Just bear with me.
See you.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to have to close at this point, and what we're going to do is anybody listening to Gordana and who heard Nicole's testimony, which was excellent, Nicole, and my take on the fact that Gordana is real. She's not a gypsy. She's not a witch. She doesn't do any kind of magic. This is all God infiltrated divine energy. So how you get in touch with Gordana is through Divine Global Healing. She's on Facebook. And then you can go to Leno Go, which is the products that she has, and there are many. We have them all here. And to get a hold of her, if you want to do a session with her, there are phone numbers on the Facebook page or the website. Please call and make an appointment with her. She'll consult with you over the phone,
Mhm.
and then we can go from there. We want to heal everybody. She
The
wants to
first
heal
three
everybody.
the first 3 people that call get free scannings
Oh,
over the phone.
nice. That's very good.
So just to let y'all know.
Anyway,
Reach out.
Nicole, thank you so much.
I want to say some for people not be scary. I don't bite nobody.
And I just want to say, in the words of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, the Minister Louis Farrakhan, don't be no surface people. Like dig deep, like dig deep, like dig deep, because the way we healed our bodies was from the land, was from what God gave us. And although we're not living in ancient times, these things still exist. So don't be a surface individual and just think of what you've been taught. Think about unlearning and relearning some new things. Think about doing things that are untraditional for you. Think about challenging your thought process and going outside of what the norm is or what your parents have told you or your grandparents, because a lot of times those things have no validity to them. They're doing things that they were just basically conditioned into doing. So again, don't be surface people. Don't only use your eyes to see. Believe that in that mustard seed of faith, that those same miracles that have happened in earlier times and eras are still happening in today's time, because there are still people that walk amongst us that have true healing gifts that are from God. And if you do have the opportunity to encounter it, don't let it fall by the wayside. Embrace it, because it's a part of your journey and God saw that you needed it, and that's why you came across it. So don't look at it like a coincidence, because coincidences don't exist. Look at it that this is a calling on your life, that God is giving you that chance to do something different, to get a different result.
Agreed.
That's what I got for y'all.
Thank you. All right.
Thank
I
you
think we're
for
signing
doing
off. Sign off, Mr. Dorian.
Okay.
Thank
Yes,
you
thank
for
you.
joining us. God
Great
bless
words.
you. Bye.
Have a nice
See
day.
you ladies. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Thank you for
Bye.
everybody who helped us today. For next time, you won't call directly, can call 267 I'm Dr. Gordana, I'm Dr. G shortly, and can help you if you want and you ask. Mhm. Have a blessed day, everybody. God
Bye.
bless everybody.
Have a good day.